Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and finally I have HTC's flagship phone for 2017, the HTC U11. To be honest, I never expected the phone to arrive before the mid of this month. However, a big thumbs up to Clove Technology for sending me the unit way before I expected. This is, by the way, the Sapphire blue color, as it says in the box here. They also have the white color and a couple of other colors should you wish to purchase. I will leave a link down below, guys, should you wish to check them out, and I'm sure you'll find the deals there very interesting. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly get started. Okay, so looking at the back of the box, this is, by the way, the 64 gig variant. So once again, well done HTC. I can't live with 16 gig or 32 gig anymore. I think 64 gig should be minimum anyway. Qualcomm Snapdragon 835, the latest and greatest chipset. 5.5-inch Quad HD screen with Corning Gorilla Glass 5. So once again, well done HTC. SD card support to 2 TB. We haven't got those in the market just yet, but it's good to have some future proofing. Also 4 gigs of RAM. Now this is one hell of a camera, apparently, as spoken by a lot of people out there, especially DxOMark, and they've given it the highest rating on any smartphone camera ever. So we have a 12 megapixel sensor, ultra pixel 3 sensor with an f1.7 very bright aperture, ultra speed of autofocus, which I'll be testing. I'll see if it's as quick as the one on the S7 and the S8, along with optical image stabilization, again, which is very nice. Now the front camera has lost the optical image stabilization as we had on the HTC 10. However, here they've given you more pixels. So we have 16 megapixel on the front facing camera, along with a very decent f2.0 aperture, and that also includes selfie panorama. Edge Sense, I'll be doing a video on this and see if this is any practical. IP67 rating, once again on par with the S8 and G6, so well done HTC. We have HTC U11 with active noise cancellation earphones. The first time I've seen any OEM packing in active noise cancellation earphones. The one which come with the S8 are from AKG, or rather branded by AKG. However, they don't give you any sort of noise cancellation. The phone also has 3D audio recording, boom sound. Now this is one thing which has been spoken a lot about, and apparently it's a significant improvement over the HTC 10. I will be doing, I promise guys, a dedicated video comparing the boom sound on the 10 versus the U11 and see how much of an improvement we have on the U11. High-res audio, fingerprint sensor, nano SIM, Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. Once again, well done. To be honest, 835 does support Qualcomm Quick Charge 4.0, but many manufacturers are not actually enabling it because we haven't got the chargers to charge up to 4.0 standard. Also Wi-Fi 802.1 ABGN/AC, 4G LTE, NFC. So this phone is pretty much loaded with everything you would expect from a flagship phone in 2017. So let's quickly get into the box, guys. So finally the box has opened up after much struggle, and here we go, the HTC U11 in its full glory in the box. That's the charging brick. So let's have a look at the rating of the charging brick and get this out of the way before we have a look at the phone. As you can see, guys, the output rating here is 5 volt 2.5 amp, and then you have 9 volt and 1.7 amp and 12 volt and 1.25 amp. So Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0, 3.0 all supported, so well done. I remember back in the days they never used to give us fast chargers, but thank God for the past couple of years HTC has been giving us fast chargers. Okay, also these are the U11 earphones I just spoke to you about, guys. They have this noise cancelling feature, which is very nice. Here we go, yay! These are getting me really excited. I know we have lost a 3.5 port on the phone, which we'll speak about in just a moment. So we have a Type-C active noise cancellation headphones, but they look very posh, very nice, and very solidly made. So let's put them away as well for now. Okay, so what else have we have in the box then? We have this charging cable, of course, Type-C charging cable. Okay, what else do we have? We got the extra pair of earbuds here. Okay, so here we also have the phone now then. So let's put the phone away for just a moment. Let's see what else do we have inside. So we got some more packaging material here. Okay, let's have a look. So we have all this information, stickers and everything else. I'm sure most of us are not interested. Okay, so they have given us a cover, a case, obviously, because as we know, the phone has a liquid finish at the back. I will show you in just a moment, and we'll put the case on as well. What else do we have then? Okay, we have the SIM tray ejector tool, also telling you how to take your SIM out or put it back in. They also been given this nice cleaning cloth, which is quite nice. Thank you HTC, and obviously they knew that we're going to be cleaning the back of the phone more than often. Okay, so we have also been given the 3.5 millimeter converter to type C. If you haven't got the option on the phone, you can still plug it in and use your old headphones. Okay, so all this documentation, warranty information, so obviously we're not interested in this, guys, so let's put this all away. We don't want to see this right now, and let's concentrate on the phone, guys, and the earphones here. So here we go. This is the HTC U11. So as it says here, the power key, the packaging here shows edge sense on this side, at the bottom side here, and the fingerprint sensor right at the front. And this is the sapphire blue, by the way. Wow, it looks nice. Let me just take this out. I can't wait. Okay, finally I've been able to manage to take it off properly. It did damage it a bit, but finally I was able to figure it out. There you go, guys. And comes the HTC out of the packaging. There we go. And in its full glory, the sapphire blue looks absolutely stunning. To be honest, guys, I know we have seen quite a few videos on YouTube already, but for you to really appreciate how beautiful this thing looks, you have to actually hold it in the hands. And it looks absolutely stunning. Wow, that looks very, very nice. By the way, I'm recording with the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, as you can see in the reflection at the back. So this nice liquid finish back, the glass is absolutely stunning. The phone is slightly bigger than the G6, I think, and also the S8, which we will compare in just a moment, but it looks very, very nice from the back. It looks absolutely stunning. Like I said, you have to hold the phone in the hands to actually feel how beautiful it looks. So this is, by the way, the sapphire blue, and as you can see, it's very, very reflective. The way you can see me there shooting with the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. This is, by the way, the 12 megapixel camera, ultra pixel sensor, which has been so much spoken about on the internet and YouTube, and been given the highest DxO mark rating. So we will see. We have a dual tone LED flash, by the way, as well, which is quite nice. And by the way, the back, as they say, is a fingerprint magnet, as I can see here already by me putting a few fingers here and there. Already is grabbing some fingerprints, so that's nothing surprising here. However, it looks very, very beautiful. Okay, on the right hand side, this is the volume rocker along with the power button. So let's turn this on whilst we speak about the phone and everything else. There we go. Okay, so at the front we have a 16 megapixel selfie camera along with an f2.0 bright aperture. Also, we have the boom sound setup. I know most of you watching this video want to see how loud this phone is, and I promise, guys, like I said earlier, I'll be doing a dedicated video along with the HTC 10 and the U11 to see how much of improvement we have on the U11. The setup on this U11 is pretty much the same as we had on the 10. So we have a bottom firing speaker, and we got this speaker at the front, which also acts as an earpiece as well. So pretty much the same on the U11, a front speaker and also the bottom speaker on the right hand side. The difference this time around is that the cut is much more slimmer as opposed to what the holes we had from last year. But this sounds louder apparently. So like I said, we will be testing it out in a dedicated video, and I will show you how loud the U11 is as opposed to the HTC 10. Okay, so let's have a look then at the front. Capacitive buttons, as you can see, they've come back straight away. This is the fingerprint sensor. This is, by the way, a super LCD screen. On the left hand side here is pretty much nothing, and pretty much clear here. Up top here, guys, this is where you got the mic, and also this is where your SIM tray and your SD card goes in as well. And this nice metal finish of the blue color, you know, looks lovely, looks very elegant. And as always, you can see the craftsmanship of HTC is absolutely brilliant. The way the back of the phone just mixes up with the metal frame. And also at the front, the 2.5D glass looks very, very nice. It looks absolutely beautiful. The finish is world class. The build quality is top notch. I can feel it in the hands. The phone is very elegantly made and is very precise construction. You can see here the power button has got a bit of texture on it as well, which is quite nice. Typical HTC trademark of putting textures on their power button. So the phone overall looks lovely. Okay, now let's compare this quickly with the HTC 10 and see what is the difference this time around in 2017. So this is, by the way, the HTC 10. Having a look at the back, first of all, guys, you can see here a 5.2 inches versus 5.5. This is one area where HTC always ignored most of consumers' demand. We always demanded a 5.5 inch screen, but they always either gave us a bigger phone or a smaller phone. But I'm glad that now they have given us a 5.5 inch screen phone finally after the last couple of iterations. So as you can see, the U11 is definitely bigger than the HTC 10. At the front as well, you can see, guys, there is significant amount of difference in size, being a bigger screen of course, so not looking too bad. Now also let's bring in the LG G6 and do a quick comparison and to see how it fares against the LG G6. As you can see here, the G6 is by the way a 5.7 inch Quad HD screen as opposed to 5.5 inches on the HTC U11, and you can tell straight away slightly bigger than the G6. This is where the 18:9 ratio and also the screen to body size of the G6 is far superior as opposed to the HTC U11. You can tell that straight away. Okay, now also bring in the Samsung Galaxy S8, the flagship phone from Samsung in 2017 guys. As you can see straight away, this is also a 5.8 inch screen phone, and as you can tell, it's also smaller in size as opposed to the HTC U11. It's also a lot less wider than the U11 as well. You can see if you put them on top of each other, you can tell straight away the difference in width is quite significant. That's why you will find it probably more easier to hold the S8 as opposed to the HTC U11. Okay, at the back you can see here again, once again, you can see that despite being a 5.8 inch screen phone, it looks much smaller as opposed to the HTC U11, which looks significantly bigger and wider and also a slightly more thicker as well. Okay, so let's quickly go to this setup guys, and let's have a look and see if we can configure this very quickly. Okay, so now let's set up the fingerprint sensor and see how this works. So let's give it a generic pin then. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 continue, 1 2 3 4 continue. Okay, there we go, and show all notifications. Next, tap on this and let's have a look and see if we can quickly configure this and how this works. Okay, it should be pretty straightforward and pretty fast, so we'll see how this works. Okay, move your fingers between. I'm doing my right thumb first. Okay, I can sense one thing though, the actual area is not as much. So I think on the HTC 10 the fingerprint sensor was a bit more wider. Yes, like I said, if you look very closely you'll see the sensor on the 10 is a bit more wider and bigger than the one on the U11, but only time will tell and see how accurate this fingerprint sensor is. Okay, so next, personalize, finish, there we go, and finally we are now on the home screen of HTC U11. This is the Sense, by the way. So let's get into settings and have a look and see which version of Sense this phone is running. Okay, first of all, looking at the Android version 7.1.1. Finally, our flagship is released in 2017 with 7.1.1. I was sick of seeing flagship phones being released with 7.0, like the S8 and the G6. Both were released with 7.0, but the U11 as now comes with 7.1.1. So once again, thank you very much HTC for giving us the latest and greatest version of Android. 1st of April 2017 patch level update. Hopefully once I connect to Wi-Fi in the next few days, I'll probably get the latest security patch level update as well. Okay, so let's go on the back then and have a look and see how much storage are we getting without installing no apps whatsoever. As you can see, it's got 10.27 gigs used out of the 64 gig. So out of 64 gig, you're going to be probably getting around 54 gig of space, which is not too bad considering that I have seen rival phones taking even more space than this. Okay, so let's also have a look and see if we can quickly go into the display settings and remove the auto brightness, which is often default thing in phones. So display and gesture buttons, and then we go into the brightness level. There we go guys, like I said, so auto brightness switched off, so all the way up. There we go, so the brightness is now full, and you can see the screen looks absolutely stunning. This is a live wallpaper at the back guys, and I am a big fan of HTC Sense because it is so much easier on the phone. It hasn't got no bloatware. It's more or less like stock Android, vanilla Android, and it does its job really well. And HTC phones tend to age a lot better than Samsung phones and other LG phones that I've used in the past because of, like I said, minimalistic approach on their skin, HTC Sense. So let's quickly test the fingerprint sensor. So there we go, boom, open straight away without no issues. Let's try it once more. There we go guys, as you can see, the fingerprint sensor works straight away despite it being not as wide like I showed you earlier as on the HTC 10, but still works flawlessly without any issues whatsoever. Okay, so let's also have a look at this boom sound setup speaker, see if we can play a few ringtones inside built in, and see if we can work on this. Like on the HTC 10 guys, we also have theater mode, and then we have the music mode. I can't remember exactly, but one of the modes I think gives you louder sound, but because the speakers on this phone are a lot louder than 10, so hopefully I'm expecting some better performance. So sound and notification, and to ringtones, and let's play a few ringtones and see how it goes. That's not looking too bad. It's difficult to judge sound based on only ringtones, but like I said guys, I'll be doing a dedicated video along with the HTC 10 to see how much of an improvement we have on the U11, so we will find that out very soon. Okay guys, so we also have the Edge Sense built here. I haven't played with it just yet, but like I said, I'll also be doing a dedicated video on Edge Sense, and we'll see how this goes. I tell you what, before we leave, let's quickly test the camera out and see how good and fast the autofocus is. That's one thing which has been spoken about so much, so let's test this out. This is Andy the Android. We have low light conditions. It's a difficult condition for the camera, and let's have a look and see how quickly it does this thumb test, which I'll be doing live right now. So let's bring the thumb in. There we go. Boom. Wow, that is quick. That is, in fact, it might be a bit more quicker than the Samsung Galaxy S. Okay, it's not really, because I can see at times it takes time to get my thumb in picture, but from what I can see so far, it looks very quick, and it has a tendency to miss it every now and then, like once in 10 times. There we go, as you can see here once again, but 99% of the times it's able to focus pretty much and the same speed as S7 Edge or the Samsung Galaxy S8. So very well done HTC. We can give you the benefit of the doubt, of course. So nicely done. Okay, let's take a few photos now. There we go. So let's take a picture of my thumb. There we go. Let's take a picture of my hand very quickly. There you go guys. As you can see, the camera looks very nice. It's got nice little bit of details. You can see every single detail on my hand, which looks very nice and lovely. My thumb looks pretty nice as well, not too bad. Nice bit of depth and detail and clarity. Okay, so I'm having a look at the Andy the Android. As you can see guys, it's got all the scratches. You can see if you zoom all the way in, plenty of detail here, so not looking too bad. So camera looks okay, camera looks fast enough for now. It's too early for me to judge the camera just now. I'll be testing it in the next few days to come, and I will definitely report back to you guys. Okay, so now let's bring in the scale to have a look and see how heavy the U11 is as compared to other phones. So first of all, let's put it there and let's have a look and see what's the weight on the U11. So it's about 171 grams, which is quite chunky. Okay, let's put the LG G6 there and see how that fares. 165 grams, about 6 grams less than the HTC U11. So let's have a look with the Samsung Galaxy S8. There you go guys, 150. So the S8 is the lightest phone of all the three, so which is quite amazing, and that's why, like I said to you earlier, they've reduced the width and the size of the phone, and the screen to body ratio is absolutely brilliant. The reason LG G6 is slightly heavier is because of the bigger battery, which is 3300 mAh battery. But from what I can see so far, the color on this phone looks absolutely amazing. Already you can see it has got so many fingerprints at the back. It's a fingerprint magnet, and that's why they have given us a cloth to see if we can keep cleaning this phone. And this is going to be a problem obviously with all the colors. It's a con, of course. I'm not denying that. However, it looks lovely and looks very nice. Guys, so this was the unboxing of the HTC U11. Plenty more to come in the days and weeks, guys. So please do stay tuned. Any questions about the U11, anything else, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. And please give my video a thumbs up if you like it. And like always, please subscribe as it helps. And I shall see you in the next video.